Well, Baylor women's basketball has an interesting matchup in the opening game for the 2025-2026 season. Who is it, you ask? I apologize for looking down because I cannot memorize all this stuff. It will be played in Paris, France, as part of the Oui-Play, like OUI. It will be on November 3rd. We do not know the time of the game yet. It will probably be announced later on down the line. And this particular event was actually debuted like 2 years ago, November 6, 2023, where South Carolina beat Notre Dame 100-71. Well, the second one of this was last year, November 4th, where UCLA beat Louisville 66-59, and USC won over Ole Miss 68-66. And the first and only meeting for Baylor and Duke was 2010 Elite Eight game. Baylor won 51-48. And that win right there sent Baylor to their second Final Four. And I'm going to go over the records for both of these teams here. And Duke finished 29-8 last year. And they nearly went to the Final Four, but they lost in the Elite Eight against South Carolina, believe it or not, 54-50. While Baylor, on the other hand, they almost made it to the Sweet 16 last year, but they lost at home to Ole Miss 69-63 to make Baylor 28-8 on the year. And you could tell Baylor has some more turnover than Duke, a little bit more, due to graduation and not really transfer portal. They of course, they only have like technically 2 players that played all year long with 6 points per game or more. And I know Jana's coming back, but she's coming off of a torn ACL. Remember that. And she's progressing, to say the least. So we'll have to wait and see. And Baylor is obviously, when you look at what they did in the transfer portal, one of the best in the country, according to ESPN on that. While Duke, they did retain some, but they did lose one big piece in that to the transfer portal. Everything else was either graduation or not really that big of an impact of a loss. And they do return like 5 players with 5 points per game or more last year at Duke, and not like at a different school like 2 years ago. Like, I know they have a player that was at Maryland but didn't even play last year, and I know they added a few freshmen as well. So it's going to be an interesting matchup, to say the least. And what better than a neutral site game and a quality NCAA tournament resume for both of these teams here. So, and Nikki Collins said the following about this, like, being chosen to open the season in an iconic city like Paris is an incredible honor for our university and our team. This elite event will feature top-tier competition and provide a global stage to showcase our program while continuing to grow the game of women's basketball around the world. It's a unique opportunity both on and off the court, and I'm excited to share this experience with our student athletes and staff as we create memories that will last a lifetime. And Paris basketball co-owner and president David Kahn said the following about this: "We are very proud at Paris basketball to be a co-organizer and partner of the Oui-Play Paris 2025, the opening of the NCAA women's basketball season. Women's basketball is becoming a powerful property in sports, and we want to be part of this development in Grand Paris." And of course, this is like Baylor's 17th game playing outside the United States, and they were like 15-1 with a 5-1 record abroad under Nicky Collins' tenure, including appearances in the 2021 Cancun Challenge and the 2024 battle for Atlantis. We'll have to wait and see what the rest of the non-conference slate looks like for both of these teams, but this is a quality opportunity. And we'll have to wait and see what the preseason rankings look like as well in all this. I know Duke technically returns 2 double-digit scores. I know. I did my research. Well, I know Baylor technically has 1, but then this Baylor formula right at 9 points per game, so not that far off. I mean, that played all last year, and I know Jana was a double-digit score, but that was in 1 game. Exactly 10 points to be exact. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens, and obviously I will preview this game whenever, if it is a top 25 showdown or even top 25 versus receiving votes, when it gets closer in all this. So anyways, if you like this content, hit the like and subscribe button. See you guys later on the road to 800 subscribers. Course ultimate goal is 1,000 or more. So remind this course, like a video, comment video, really helps YouTube algorithm. So more people see it. Sharing the video does help as well, so more people could watch. And if you're watching and that's hit subscribe button for the notification bell as well. And there's also another game in the city of light. I mean, involved in all this, and it's Vanderbilt versus California. But I think Baylor versus Duke is the better matchup, so to speak, when you look at both of these teams' rosters. And I'm not just talking about transfers for Baylor or the lone freshmen and the returners that they have. I'm talking about for the Duke as well. Like I said, 5 players return 5 points per game or more, and I know it's not including a few freshmen that coming in that really are good, and they do have a rusher freshman as well in all this, so we'll have to wait and see.